So any form there is a polynomial. So we can have expressions of polynomials, which we did the other day. Monomial. Mono means what? One. So a monomial is a situation where we have one term, or one polynomial. One poly. Binomial. Bicycle has 2 tires, so that's a 2 polynomial term. Tri, 3. Okay, I think that's it. And that's mainly we'll be working with trinomials and binomials. We work with monomials all the time. We just don't call it that very often. Okay, rule for multiplying polynomials. Do not write this down. Okay, this is the long form. To multiply one polynomial by a second polynomial, each term of the first polynomial is multiplied by each term of the second polynomial, and then the products are added together.
What?
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
You've already been doing this. You've already been multiplying polynomials. This is a polynomial. What's the property we use to multiply a polynomial? Distributive property. We have a polynomial outside being multiplied by a binomial. We have 2 terms. So we distribute. When we multiply bases are the same, we add the exponents, so that's 4x cubed. And then minus 4x times 2 is 8x. Then we add like terms if we could. Those are not like terms, so we're not going to add them together, so that's it. We've been doing that. We've already been doing this stuff. We're just going to take it a step farther and use this method called the FOIL method. Do write this down. This is a much easier process than remembering that long wordy piece. Okay, Colton? I do have most of your test grade. Is there anybody else that needs to finish?
I had 2
Yes.
problems.
And you. Okay.
Are we getting a mark today?
No, because I still need to grade a couple of yours that I haven't, plus the 2 that aren't done. So I'll try to get those ready for tomorrow, hopefully. FOIL method. First, the F stands for first, O stands for outside, I inside, L last. And this will make more sense once we go over. Are we ready to go on? Here we have 2 binomials that are being multiplied. They're sitting beside each other. That's an implied product. So we're multiplying this. What we're really going to do is take and apply the distributive property twice. So it's going to look like this. We're taking, if we look at the FOIL method, it says firsts, right? F for FOIL stands for first. We're going to multiply the first term in each together. Okay, that's the first. 4x times 3x is 12x squared. Because there's x and an x is 2 x's. Then the O stands for outsides. So I'm going to take 4x times, and we're going to include the sign in front. Makes it -2, so 4x times -2 is -8x. So that's the firsts and the outsides. And we're going insides. So I'm going to now look at my 5, and I'm going to take it, my insides. 5 times 3x is a positive 15x. And then L stands for lasts. Now we're going to take our last. 5 times -2, -10. Do include the sign in front of your term as the parts are being that you're multiplying or factoring through, or multiplying through. Add like terms at the end. As you can tell, the 2 middle terms here end up being like terms. So rewrite it, 12x squared plus 7x minus 10. putting it in descending order. And if you do the FOIL method and the problem set up right, it should work itself out to be in the descending order. Clear? Any questions on that? So let's see if we can do this a little quicker. We're doing firsts. So that's 4x squared. Outsides, it's minus 5, so that's a negative 20x. Then we're going insides. 2 times x is a positive 2x. And then last, positive 2, negative 5 is negative 10. Then these two middle ones end up being like terms. 4x squared minus 18 minus, thank you, minus 18x minus 10. That's your answer. So distributing through twice. 4x times 3x, 12x squared. 4x times negative 5, negative 20x. 2 times 3x is positive 6x minus 10. 12x squared minus 14x minus 10. Some of my past students would like think of it as a claw method. Looks like a claw, clam's claw, or
Yeah, it does. Oh, that's cool. Looks like a spiraling fish. Looks like a lobster. Stingy.
lobster, crawfish. Try to.
It just looks like a giant combo leaf.
It looks like a sickle.
Ask me what?
Is there a second part to this?
What?
Is there like a second part to this?
Not today.
No, it looks like
Not today.
You mean an extension of this?
Yeah. So you're saying this is really easy at this point?
Yeah, it is really easy. We're gonna, the extension will be going backwards.
Are you just going back?
When we're given this and we have to create this. That's when it gets fun. What does this mean?
You gotta multiply
Multiply
by
by
itself.
itself.
You gotta do it by itself.
Whatever you
Look
get.
at these types.
Sort of.
That's what it means. Don't.
3x plus 2, so we need to actually write this out. It's not just going to be 9x squared plus 4. We're not squaring each term individually. We have to take and multiply the entire thing times itself twice. It's all in parentheses, so we have to include it all. We can't just take apart to apart here because the plus sign's inside it. We'll deal with an operation or a property later where we can distribute kind of in a way the exponent, but not when you have addition in it. So then we're going to do our FOIL. First, 9x squared. Outsides, plus 6x. Insides, plus 6x. Lasts, plus 4. 9x squared, plus 12x, plus 4. Actually, there might be one little extension, but it's not going to be much different. If you take a binomial times a trinomial, the process is the exact same, but there's a couple more parts in between. So the FOIL method kind of works. You just have to modify it. You're still doing first, so 4 times x squared would be 4x cubed. And then we're not going to go straight to the last. We're going to pick up that middle term too along the way. So 4x times x is plus 4x squared. Then we can do our outsides, plus 16x. And then we do the same thing inside. Negative 2, so our insides is negative 2x squared. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. And then negative 2 times 4 is minus 8.
Now it's
like
in
a
3D.
banana.
Looks like an eyeball.
Looks
like a
Wolverine's
banana.
claws, but it
If
looks
you
like-
connect the little open spot, it looks like an eyeball.
No, it looks like Wolverine's
Now
claws.
it's 3D.
Okay.
No, Wolverine's claws.
It looks like what?
Wolverine.
Okay. Anyway, our like terms, we do have to combine them, so we have an x squared term and an x squared term, and we have an x term and an x term. So 4x cubed plus 4x squared minus 2x squared is plus 2x squared. 16 minus 2 is minus or plus 14x minus 8. So it's a little modified FOIL.
It looks like a banana to me.
Okay, see it as you want it. Today is the 3rd.
Why did you do this?
I had a long weekend.
You have 29 minutes. Actually, you have 29 minutes now. I know. And you have 29 minutes and a seminar. You better get going. You guys get 20 problems done in 20 minutes, so I'm pretty sure you get 30 problems done in
We stopped
an
right
hour's worth of time.
Okay, wait.